My thoughts on the Modern Warfare beta. Mad Alliance and anyone watching, how's life going for you? It's Joe, aka Mad Joe FC. Welcome to the video. This is going to be a different type of video, different type of gameplay video. Just gameplay in the background with commentary of me. Not live commentary, but just, recorded commentary of me at this moment, sharing my thoughts on the Modern Warfare beta. At the time I'm making this video, I know the beta has been over for almost a month now, and the full launch of the game is right around the corner. But I still want to do a video sharing my thoughts of the beta before the full game launches. The beta was more than fun. The beta was the most fun I've had playing a Call of Duty game, personally, since Call of Duty Ghosts, because personally that was my favorite Call of Duty game. The beta felt like the most polished Call of Duty in years. The beta for Modern Warfare felt more polished than fully released Call of Duty games that have already been out for years now. That is insane. I didn't really have any issues with the beta, personally. Well, I did have one issue, but I'll talk about that in a few minutes. But I really didn't have any issues with it. Like, I felt the time to kill was okay. For all the weapons I used, I felt time to kill was okay. It never felt like I died too fast. Time to kill just seemed okay. For me, at least. I'm not one of those, Call of Duty fans, critics who critique every single little thing to the freaking core. At the end of the day, I just play Call of Duty to have fun playing it. And I had a lot of fun playing the beta. I'll just go ahead and talk about the one issue. The spawns. The spawns were definitely an issue. Throughout the entire beta. Throughout the entirety of the beta. I would spawn, and as soon as I ran around a corner, and I think this is how the spawns are at the moment. Like, say you're behind a crate, a shipping crate, and the enemy's on the other side of the shipping crate. Just because you're not in the enemy's view, it's as if the team working on the game thinks it's okay for you to spawn on the other side of that shipping crate, just because you're not within the enemy's view. And then when you run around that crate, the enemy has the jump on you because you've just spawned into the game, you're trying to get your bearings, and then they kill you. It's things like that, extremely close spawns. It was definitely an issue with me, and it never got resolved in the beta. So if I have one hope for the game's full launch, is that Infinity Ward listened to people's feedback about the spawns and are working on fixing it. And hopefully by the time that the full game launches, the spawns are not terrible how they were in the beta. Like, they weren't just not good, they were terrible. It was honestly some of the worst spawns I've ever seen in a Call of Duty game. And I hate to say something, I hate to talk bad about Modern Warfare because of how good it is, but the spawns, they were 100% an issue. And like I said, my only issue. And other than that, I didn't have any issues. All the weapons felt amazing to use. I loved all the maps. I loved that the maps, and we've only played I think there were 4 maps, 4 standard multiplayer maps, and then obviously the smaller maps for gunfight, and then the one larger map for ground war. So the standard multiplayer maps, this is what I love about Infinity Ward. They don't stick to that core 3-lane map design. They broke out of that in Ghost. People didn't like it. They're breaking out of it again in Modern Warfare. And that's what I love about Infinity Ward and what they're doing with Modern Warfare is some of the things that people didn't like that they did in Ghost, they're saying F it, and we're doing it again in this game. And It seems like people don't have a problem with the things that they're doing in this game that they did in Ghost. Like the kind of larger maps like Groznar Raid. You know, it's not just strictly 3-lane. It kind of has that 3-lane in there, but it doesn't feel like 3 lanes. But at the same time, it doesn't feel like a jumbled mess. The maps are just very well designed. Also, the leaning. I loved the leaning in Call of Duty Ghost. That was one of my, if not my favorite new character feature, I guess you would call it, that has ever been added into the Call of Duty franchise, and I am so glad that they brought it back to multiplayer in Call of Duty Modern Warfare. All around, it was just an extremely fun Call of Duty experience for me. For just a beta, we haven't even. The beta was just like scratching the surface of everything that's going to be revealed at launch, I believe. There are more kill streaks, weapons, lethal tactical equipment, maps. Tons more that we haven't even seen yet. And as much as I enjoyed everything that we did get in the beta, it just makes me a lot more excited for the game's full launch and to get access to everything that Modern Warfare has to offer. So in conclusion, Modern Warfare is the most fun I've had playing a Call of Duty game in years. It feels like the most polished Call of Duty game in years. My one and only issue I have with the game is the spawns. Everything else, for me personally, feels absolutely fine, amazing, and fun. And I am just extremely ready for the game's full launch. I already know it's going to be a blast. So down below in the comments, share your thoughts as well on the Modern Warfare beta. I would love to read the comments and see what you guys thought of it.
This is our fight. Allied cruise missile launched.